What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Joe, from Clash Attacks with Joe, and let's go ahead and get kicking it off with some conference finals, wrapping up the second to last week in the playoffs with some epic matchups. This week we had Above and Beyond versus Michigan Rose and Meet the Kings versus JTJ, wrapping it up. These last two final wars, kicking it off with Above and Beyond versus Michigan Rose, and wow, man, what a finale. What a season finale so far. I mean, these guys are rocking and rolling. The streams are absolutely epic. Hopefully you were able to catch Time to Clash and Lady B streaming this war in particular. We did have in the final minutes this Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 11 3-star attack by Chase yet again. I missed last week. The week before that, Chase put up another 3-star at the end of a stream. Absolutely insane matchups to watch here. Above and Beyond putting on a show. Looking to represent and make up again for their Season 1 championship, and they're trying to back it up as they go into Season 2 playoffs at the end. So we got the score here was 72-72. Michigan Rose put up a hell of a fight versus Above and Beyond with a 96.16% destruction average, as you have this Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 11 3-star from Above and Beyond. At the end of the war, really tight matchup all the way to the end. I mean, the stream was just absolutely epic to watch. Grand Warden's ability is used as we have a massive group of balloons powering through the core of the base. A final hound is going in on the second to last air defense up in the north. We actually have two up there currently. Freeze spell on the Inferno Tower, and balloons working their way around the north side into a heal spell as they go through the air defense and then powering down. There's one final haste as all the balloons grew up on that last wizard tower, going into an archer tower, and then they're going to shift down into the air defense and wrapping it up. Once the air defense falls, we have just an archer tower. Haste spell is going to launch the balloons through the bomb tower, through the final cannon, and then into the second or the final cannon there, and up into the Grand Warden and Archer Tower. So just great attack over here. These Town Hall 11 bases are really intended to defend the Town Hall 10 attacks, but really opening it up for the Town Hall 11 attacks. Now, as we move into a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack by an attacker from Michigan Rose. I'm not even going to try to butcher your name there. I'm assuming that's based off of a song. But anyways, Queen is down, setting the funnel. We got an Archer. We had a few Goblins up there working on some structures. Barbarian King is on the map. And then a jump spell is going in. We're going after the air defenses here and the enemy Queen as the bowlers follow up that Barbarian King going into the jump spell. There is a giant in the mix there, and they're going to power into the base. The rage spell is down for the air defenses going into the enemy Queen. The bowlers are going to work their way down, and they're also going to draw that enemy clan castle, which just so happens to be a lava hound. One air sweeper is down, and the Archer Queen will fall. Barbarian King is going to continue into the base as the air portion moves up from the south and eastern side of the base. Just in five different groups there, going in on both sides of the Inferno Towers, splitting off, going into the cannons in the center there, going into the Archer Towers, into the Inferno Towers, and then the heal spells are down for our balloons to power them into the final expos. Haste spell there on the south side, moving the balloons into the Wizard Tower. The Hound will pop. And then so at this point we have a large group of balloons that have moved their way into the southwestern side of the base, while the north side still has an expo and a wizard tower. So our attacker here will sneak in one balloon. That Hound will hold up, and it will allow the balloons the time to travel across the map up into the wizard tower, and then they'll move down into the expo there as the lava hound pops, working on the mortar up there, and then our balloons will group up. So just a great attack here by our attacker from Michigan Rose, solidifying a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. Moving into our final attack of the war. This attack right here was featured yesterday's video. But anyways, this attack here was the final attack in the final minute of the war. Finishing it up, Yuta here from Above and Beyond, solidifying a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. This attack base was hit 3 times in order to solidify this attack as our Queen goes down into that Tesla. Ability is popped to take out the Archer Towers, and then we'll step into this Wizard Tower and work on it as the cannons will eventually take down and put this Queen down with the assistance of the Inferno Tower there. Barbarian King will block for our Valkyries, taking down the Dark Elixir storage here, and then they're going to crack into this wall. Now, the issue that happens here, the idea is to get rid of the Inferno Tower. Unfortunately, the enemy Archer Queen will pull the Valkyries and the Barbarian King. So a group of balloons are going to come in and assist with getting rid of that Inferno Tower under a haste spell. Our Hog Riders, in fact, go down before actually taking down that mortar, and the Archer or the Inferno Tower there will go down, and which draws the skeleton trap set to air mode. As a group of balloons come in from the whole western side of this map, we have 4 different groups here coming in, following it up with a few lava hounds as our balloons take haste spells into the defenses, wrapping their way around. Our hounds are popping along the way as a 3rd or 4th hound comes in. I believe it's a 3rd, goes in, and it will draw that enemy queen, tying her up. She will jump down into the next compartment where the expo is, where the balloons get in on the wizard tower. Rage spells down for our skeleton spells to take care of that enemy queen while she's tied up, and then a heal spell to assist getting our balloons moving through the rest of this base here. Just an awesome attack here by Yuta from above and beyond to finish up this war. The balloons will go in, get rid of this wizard tower, the expo, mortar, and final it up on the final defenses on this base in the archer tower, as we have plenty of cleanup on the opposite side of the base to wrap this base up. Final score in this war was 72-72, above and beyond pulling it out by percentage over Michigan Rose. And so we're going to go ahead and get into Meet the Kings versus JTJ, another really great war here. Meet the Kings put on a really good show. We didn't have any Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3 stars, so instead we're going to highlight the 6-packs on the Meet the King side. The 6-packs from our Town Hall 9, starting with Gracie Air here, coming in with an air attack. So I've seen a lot of chatter on the forums and Reddit actually about air not being as good as it once was. I'm not really so sure about those statements, considering the amount of air that I did see up in the Town Hall 10 and 11 range, as well as here at the Town Hall 9 range. So Queen and King are working on the outsides of the base as the air portion of this attack come into the base. Moving in on that first air defense, our balloons are going to take 2 different pathings there, going in on the cannon. And obviously our baby dragon from the enemy clan castle is tying some stuff up. Poison spell will put down that baby dragon, and then the hounds will tie up the air defense, the second air defense there, as our balloons are hasted in, getting in on the wizard tower and into 2 different Tesla locations there. Our balloons will go into a heal spell, and it will carry them down into the 3rd air defense. They will take that down, and then we have a group of balloons coming up from the south side. Now, obviously, this base here did have the expo set to ground mode, which obviously opens it up perfectly for the air attack, as the balloons are easily able to move in on the expo, catching into that sweeper. There wasn't any heals or any more spells here other than the rage. The rage spell will carry our balloons into the sweeper, into that final air defense, and then with that expo being set to ground, it just opens it up perfectly and finishing up this attack. A beautiful attack here by Gracie Air from Meet the Kings as they get in on that bomb tower and finish it up. And at this point, we're all on cleanup. So we should be moving into another attack here. Hopefully, there we go. So Huff here from Meet the Kings, also another attacker that had a 6-pack in this war, grabbed an attack from him as well. We have a shattered Gahobo here, 12 Hog Riders in the composition, with 2 golems right now, or actually 3, correction, stoned, if you will, golems. So we have 3 golems on the composition. Wizards are assisting with setting a really nice wide funnel here on both sides of the map as our wall breakers go in. They will open up this compartment for our Archer Queen, as well as our Wizards to follow it up and get deeper into this base. Bowlers are on the map, followed up by a Barbarian King, and just a lot of tanking power for our bowlers to get really deep into this base. Bowlers will work their way in. Queen is tied up on that Lava Hound, which is now Lava Pups, with the assistance of the Wizards to finish this up. Our bowlers are going to work their way through the base, hitting 1 jump spell. Another jump spell is pre-placed, and a heal spell is also pre-placed for our bowlers to proceed through the base, getting in on that air defense, going over to the Tesla, and then they're going to work their way into a Tesla farm, which is going to take off a lot of health from these guys. And it's just going to leave this little section down here in the south for our Hog Riders, all 12 of them, to get in here and finish this base up. Our Queen is taking down the enemy Queen, Barbarian King's ability is still intact, and our Hog Riders are coming in from the south side, working on the cannon and the Wizard Tower, just kind of sprinkling them in. They're going to start moving their way in deeper into the base. Queen is working on the Expo and will assist the Hog Riders here as the Hog Riders finish up this base on that final Archer Tower. And if I remember correctly, the Hogs actually do not finish up this attack. They were unable to take down the final Teslas here. So this attack actually was one of those ones that was like a little scary, and it really puts a lot on the King and Queen to finish up this attack with a lot of DPS from our Teslas. Wizards and Queen, King are finishing up their way through the wall, and they're going to work their way down through the base. So obviously Huff's plan didn't go quite to plan there, with the Hog Riders not being able to complete that south side. Just a lot of DPS there from our Teslas. Queen will assist with taking down one Tesla. Barbarian King is going to work his way around. Wizards are going to assist with this, and with the Queen holding on with a thread of health, the Barbarian King and Queen will work their way through a wall here. Wizards will assist, and they will take down this final Tesla. Just a great attack and a great save by the attacker here, Huff, to meet the Kings. Now, we're going to finish it up with Nino here. So Nino does a very unique attack here. I've seen this attack before, but it's not very often that I see this attack. So we have a Shattered Go Ho Bo Low. Jeez, that's a lot. So we got Witches in the composition. We got Golems in the composition. We got Wizards. We got Bowlers. Bowlers. And then we got 14 Balloons. So Golems are going in. We got a jump spell, taking everything into the base, going in the bomb tower. Poison spell is dropped. The next jump spell is dropped to assist our Bowlers, King, Queen, Golems to go deeper into this base. Rage spell is down, boosting everything up, powering them through. King's ability is popped there as they get into the location where we have the enemy King. Queen is pushing through, and a heal spell is down for our Bowlers as they get into the location where there could be giant bombs, which there happen to be some right there in the center of the base. As they progress through the base, we have the Queen assistant with taking care of the air defenses. We'll have Bowlers take out the final air defense, which leaves the base set up for our Tesla farm that is right next to two Archer Towers. And Balloons are going to sneak in from the flanks, as well as some Hog Riders. So we have Hog Riders going in on that mortar, pre-place haste spell here. And then our large group of Balloons and Hog Riders are going to jump in, take care of the Archer Towers, and finish up this base. Just a great attack here by Nino. He actually has a second attack just like this, which I'm saving for another video at a later date. So hats off to both teams here, or all four teams here. I mean, one hell of a show put on in the final weeks, guys. As we finish up with this attack, thanks for watching. We're going to take a look at who's coming up in the finals, and which will take place on the 13th of July, guys.